You know what the most flammable piece of wood is? It's not elm, it's not oak, it's not redwood, it's not pine. It's the chips on your shoulder. And I got all these explosive chips on my shoulder. And she starts telling me, you got to start flicking this stuff off. You got to let go and grow. You got to be better, not bitter. And she goes, Derek, I want you to feel some love. She goes, everybody come here. And by this time, my eyes had started sweating. Because I never cried. Now I cry like watching Meet Nemo or Meet the Robinsons or Finding Nemo and all that stuff, but I'm a crybaby now. Everybody starts coming up. She goes, I want you to feel their love. And I'm like pushing people off. Get off me, get off me. And all these people are trying to give me a group hug. And she goes, let their love in. And I push off and I'm like, I don't need love. I don't need love. I don't need no love. And I'm screaming, I don't need love. But it's interesting. The ones who need the most love will ask for it in the most unloving of ways. I needed love. But my walls were going up, and a guy comes from behind and grabs me, and he's holding me, and I'm cussing at him, and he's riding me like a rodeo bull. And another guy shoots in, I'm sandwiched in between these two guys. And then those 14 people shoot in, and I got 16 people holding me as they're riding my little wave as I'm screaming and cussing. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I fell to the ground, and I sobbed like a baby. For like 2.5 hours like a baby because I had to be so tough. I couldn't even be a kid. You know, I didn't grow up on love. I grew up on survival. I don't even know what love is when I came in these foster homes. I thought love is you abuse me. That's how I get the attention. I didn't grow up the traditional way with affection and love. I grew up on survival. And during this whole time, she's telling me this one thing. Derek, it was never your fault. It was your parents. They were out of control. But if this is your life, 0 to 100, are you going to let the first 18 years of your life control the next 80, 90 years of your life? This part of your life is going to control this. And it was like during a good, ugly cry, like clarity comes, and out of that ugly cry comes desperation, and out of that desperation sometimes for us comes inspiration to change our life. And I promised myself right then that I would never let my past infect my future again, that I would never let my parents' weaknesses destroy my greatness, that I would never let the inner me become the enemy, that what's happened to me with all the scars and abuse is not nearly as important as what's happened inside of me. And I was tired of being my own worst enemy. It was time to take responsibility for the direction of your life.